Hi there. Hi there. This is your Fun Living Holistic Health Coach, Kim Sit. And in this video, or in this podcast, if you're listening to it as a podcast, I am going to talk to you about the Medical Medium 28-day cleanse, which I am starting today. And today is May 28th. So, first of all, what's the background? Every spring, and as it is May right now, it's late spring, I always do a cleanse. Just why would I do a cleanse? It's just like my house. Every spring, I clean out my house because during the winter time, where I can't really throw things out, I collect them in a certain spot in my house where the clutter is contained there, or maybe it's shoved down in some other places because can't really go out, right? And so in the springtime, we call up the city and say, okay, there's a bulk pickup to do. And then they take it away and we feel a lot lighter. And of course, there's always the little things as well too. So during springtime when things can go out, things go out. Otherwise, it gets cluttered for another year. Now, in the same way, the body also functions. So during the winter time, I spend a lot more time eating grains, fatty foods such as nuts and seeds, even animal meat, soups. And those things are great during the wintertime because the digestive system is stronger. It's a ball of fire that's roaring, right? Because it's wintertime. Bears hibernate, and we eat different foods, heavier foods, to sustain us through the winter months. Now, the weather has changed, and now I discover, especially yesterday, that I want to eat things that are lighter, that contain a lot more fresh water, that are not so cooked and hot. So the easiest things to eat are, of course, fruits and vegetables. Berries are wonderful to detoxify, to clean out what's been shoved in parts of my body, right? I've noticed in the last little while that my waist and my arms, I feel, what's the word I want to use? Overflowing. You know that shape of a kiss candy, where you kind of go like this and it's like, whoa. I've been feeling a little bit like that. So no complaining, right? Take action. So my action is I got to do this cleanse because every year I do a cleanse. And if you think about it this way, I want to do a cleanse because I want to clean my body out first before anything clogs up. Because if you clog something up, if something is clogged up in there, it's an emergency, right? And likely it's not at a good time. I remember needing to wash laundry. My husband said, "Oh, I think it's kind of clogged. The drain is clogged." So I had to go and clean the clog out, which was timely. And you're scraping all these things out like bunches of hair and sludge and things that just did not let the water go down. So we wouldn't be able to function if the tubes, whether it's arteries or things that are inside our body, is blocked. We want to clear blockages. And the way to do that right now is a cleanse. So what is this 28-day medical medium cleanse? It's essentially 4 weeks, so 28 days of eating just fruits and vegetables. Now, I first heard of the medical medium maybe a little over a year ago from my friend who told me about it because there was a section on autism and ADHD to help with my son and his behavior. And by that time, I had read so many books, listened to so many things, spent a lot on healing the gut and understanding what it was all about. And when I actually got into reading the medical medium, Anthony William is his name. And he actually has this gift of spirit. It's an outside voice that speaks to him about what's going on inside a person. So if there is an ailment in me, he could scan my body and say, oh, this is your problem. Maybe you got adrenal fatigue, and this is what you need to do because Spirit tells me. And the accuracy of what Spirit says is accurate, unlike what conventional medicine or alternative medicine, integrative medicine even teaches. And whether you believe it or not, here's my take, is that first is what he's saying, doing no harm. Eating fruits and vegetables to me is doing no harm. So I'm good with that. I'll speak in another video or another episode regarding some different takes that he talks about, such as autoimmune disease not being autoimmune. It's actually something in your body that your body is trying to fight. Just because conventional medicine hasn't figured it out yet, it doesn't mean that your body is just hacking itself. That was one of the biggest things that I took from it. So sorry about that. Back to the 28-day cleanse. My plan here is for the next 4 weeks. Now I know that I'm going to be seeing family for a buffet. We'll see about that, see what's going on. But again, I got to remember that even if I'm going out somewhere, there's always fruits and vegetables available, especially at buffets. So I can gravitate toward that. Now it's going to be fun. In the morning, I'm going to be drinking such things as a celery juice or a cucumber juice mixed with some apple. Medical medium also likes fruits. I know that in a lot of detoxes I've done is no fruit, right? Because it has sugar. So he actually has a whole section on fruit fear. We actually need fruit, the glucose, to go to our brain to do certain functions in our body that benefit us for our day-to-day living. And so 28 days, it's going to be fruits and vegetables, mostly raw. I am going to be lenient on having some cooked vegetables if that's going to be easier on my digestion, such as, for example, broccoli and all the cruciferous, such as broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, kale, those types of vegetables. A bit of steaming helps them to be a little bit more digestible. So, what's your take on this? It's springtime. How do you clean out? What's your favorite way of cleaning out? And if you don't clean, what has been your experience? This is your Fun Living Holistic Health Coach. I would love to hear from you. If you like this video or if you like this podcast, please give it a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you haven't already done so that we can keep in touch easier. I would love to hear from you. You have a great day now, and I'll speak to you again tomorrow for day 2.